What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some HoYa walkthrough solves on 4x4 and 5x5. So today we have some 4x4 and 5x5 walkthrough solves on the HoYa method. That's what I use for solving big cubes, and I'm not the best solver, but I think I get pretty decent times for 4x4. It's low 50 averages, and for 5x5 it's like 1 minute 30 averages, like low 130s. So yeah, pretty decent. And if you're curious, this is the Moyu Aosu WRM 4x4, the Mystic version, and this is a Moyu Aoshuang WRM 5x5. Alright, so let's get these cubes scrambled. Alright, so here are the cubes themselves. I think they look pretty good. So we're going to start with the 4x4 walkthrough solve first. So looking around the cube, I noticed that there's already a green bar and there's a green piece right here, and I can easily match those up in 3 moves. While the blue I think I can do pretty easily, so I'm not really going to look ahead on that one. So I'm going to do the green like that, move that down, and then I see that I made a blue bar and then these 2 pieces are here. So what I can do is I can move this up, bringing that here, which matches up those, and I get the blue and green faces. Now with those done, I really want to focus on another center. I can do white with 2 moves, but I think that's the best option as of now, but red is pretty easy to solve. So I want to really focus on that. So white, I'm going to just move that there. It makes that red bar and it completes the white center. And I can move that down, getting the 4 centers, and I'm just going to rotate here. Now here is pretty important. So I see that the red and white cross can be inserted pretty easily. So I'm going to move this over so I don't have to do the flip algorithm and match those up. And then I can just do a D and get the blue as well. So these 2 are going to be matched. And orange is right here and green's right there. So I think I'm going to just do that and pair up green real quick. And looking around the cube, I see that orange is back here. So I'm going to move that out of the way and insert it. And that's basically the cross. And if it is offset, I would permutate the centers and then do an AUD, which is okay, but for now it matches, so great. So for preparing the last 2 centers, all I'm going to do is move this with that, put the bar in, put that in, and then solve that. So yeah. So now done with the basic HoYa part, I need to match the 4 edges on top and 4 edges on bottom. I know, nothing fancy, but I see that we already have 1 edge on top. So what I can do is I can look around and I see this is right here. So I can do that to pair those up. And looking around, I see that orange is right here. Okay, so that's not going to work. Orange and yellow. The orange and yellow piece, I think I can match pretty easily. Getting those 2 and moving that up. And then I can do a little flip algorithm for the red and blue and get those in. Now for the last couple of edges, I do it in a certain way. So I see green and red is right here and green and red is right here, and I'm just going to do a UW2, move those up, and then while I'm doing this, I'm actually going to do this right here so it matches 2 edges at the same time, and then I just get the last 2 edge case, and then all the edges are permutated. So now it avoids you having to solve the cross, so now I can right away go into 3x3 stage, which I think, ooh, there's a lock up there. Sorry, so we'll fix that. Like that. Get those in. No, I'm not the best solver, guys, so get that. Do this pretty easy OLL, PLL parity, and then an F perm. So yeah, that's the 4x4 walkthrough solve. So now we're going to move on to 5x5. Alright, so taking the look on the cube for HoYa, I see that the blue I think is the best bet because I see more of the edges than anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up, completing that center bar, bringing that down, and So getting that and making 2 bars. And then here I see that there's blue here, and blue here. I'm going to do this and bring that down, so that will solve the blue center. Next, for the green, I am going to get this bar in, so I can do this. And then with this process, I can easily do a 2 bar. If that case is unfamiliar, you get 1 green edge centerpiece, and then you kind of make a T shape. You line it up like this, or on the other side like this. But on this side, it's like this, and you move it up and bring it down, and it gives you 2 bars. And then here I can just do that and get 2 opposite colored centers. Keeping in mind, guys, you don't always have to do blue or green. It depends on what your cross is. I sometimes do red and orange because my cross is white. But now we're going to take a look at the red. And this is actually really nice. So see how we already have these 2 kind of pairs here? Well, we can move this over here, completing that little thing. And when we move those down, we get a whole 2 center bar. And then all we need to do is get that last one. We're going to flip it around, make a bar like that on the white center, and then we're going to move that down to get 2 bars. Look up, and we're going to just bring it down, and then you get the 4 centers. So now, guys, we just need to do the edges, and for 5x5, I'm going to do blue first because there's a beautiful pair there and beautiful one here, and I don't have to do the flipping algorithm. So we're going to move that down and pair those, and that's pretty easy. Now we're going to do green, where I have this, move it down, do a slice move right there, and I get the green center. Now we will do orange, which is pretty simple, and then we have, move it down there, and now we only have 1 over here. So we move that down, do something like that, and now we got all edges, and I'll permutate the layer later in the walkthrough solve. So now, guys, we just have this, and these are already paired, so it's kind of nice. I'm going to try to preserve those, and luckily we can preserve those. And I'm going to do the down move. We're going to get that, a bar, pretty intuitive, and get that center done. And now we have each edge done. So now is the pretty easy part. I just use free slice for the edges, and I see, let's see, orange is right here, so we can do something like that. Move those down. Move that, and then flip those in the process, get those down, and then we just need this green one, which can be done with that, and now we're done with those. Now for the last 4 edges, it's pretty simple, so we can do a UW2 right here, and that will go slice back to this orange and yellow edge, but we're going to do the flipping algorithm there, and we're going to do the U2 back, then another flipping algorithm to get those 2 edges solved. Now we have the last 2. I'm going to do something like this and cancel into a parity. And then we're done with all of that. So there's nothing really too special about solving a 3x3 stage, just be accurate with your turning. However, this Auschwang WRM is really so good for 3x3 stage. I think it shows that in the solving. Except the magnets are a little weak, so I don't know why I just did an MU perm. So anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I'm going to leave the link to both of these cubes from thecubicle.com so you can purchase them. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment on what other tutorials you would like to see in the future or walkthrough solves. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.